Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and any cross watcher. Let's see what Spirit has for you today for loving messages, what's going on around you, what loving energy they need you to know about, what's coming towards you, or anybody that's in your mind that might be moving forward. But let's see what our cards are saying. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Spirit, please share with me for my Aries. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to hear? What is it that you want us to know? I'm listening for you now. I have careless, irresponsible. Okay, how about I'm tired of thoughtlessness. You're not thinking about me. You're only thinking about yourself. I'm losing patience. I'm at a breaking point. Okay. Somebody's going into the doghouse. I have an ending, a divorce, a breakup. For every ending, there's a new start. Okay, so some of you could be just ending something and starting over. I want different things. A little bit of a time to move on. Somebody is breadcrumbing you, stringing you along. That's a really hard one these days. There's so many people that are just in it for themselves, and you just end up at the end of the day feeling like I'm waiting for something to change and it doesn't. So you could have already gone through this and pushed this energy away, and it's just reminding you of like, I just don't want to be in that position again, that somebody just strings me along. I deserve more. I feel like I'm under a spell, lost control. I always see this not as a witchcraft spell, but as what have you done to me, you know? And I always see it in a nice way, you know, when we start to fall in love. That, you know, you're kind of rolling your eyes and you're kind of like, what is going on here? You know, I feel like I'm living on a different planet. You know, I can't get you out of my mind. I'm obsessing over you, something like that. I only want you, you know, the sense of innocence, and I don't want to be with anybody else, and I want to be exclusive. So that feels good. I have wishes granted. I love that. And I have drama at the bottom of my deck. So there's a sense of I need to relieve myself of this kind of broken, you know, broken record, broken film going round and round in my head. And I need to just focus on what's ahead. I just need to focus on this kind of new energy of falling in love. And I only want you, because if you had somebody who was tying up all kinds of time and causing conflicts and breadcrumbing and ghosting even, you know, none of that is worthy of you. So let's see what the cards have done are saying. But I do like this feeling of what have you done to me? Just a little bit of a you know, like it feels magical, or it does feel sometimes like you're living in a different world. You know, like it's just this sense of, you know, I feel like an alien, you know, like what is wrong with me? All right, let's see what the cards are saying. So let's go with only wants you. I only want you. Spirit, wishes granted. I have an Ace of Wands. I have a Seven of Wands. I have a Five of Cups, and I have a Five of Pentacles. This felt like I'm going to prove to you, and for those of you that have watched me longer than one reading, you know that I'm not a big prove it to me person, but this really felt like I really do want you, and I don't want you to think I'm coming on so strong, you know, just physically. I'm going to prove it to you in other ways. Like the Seven of Wands is perseverance. The Seven of Wands is, I'm not going to give up on this connection. And the fives are coming into me as I know that somebody else recently has really disappointed you. And whether they, you're having a hard time believing that the next person is not in it for the same thing. So I'm going to say I won't give up. There's a sense of I'm not going to give up on you. And I'm going to convince you. I feel like I'm going to chase you until I catch you. So I don't think this person's going to, just throw in the towel so fast. And I think that it'll help you to get over the person who was breadcrumbing you along or causing some, just chaos or tying up your time or wasting your time for a long time. I have a King of Cups. This person's intentions are, let me love you, is how it just came into me. Will you let me love you is basically what this person's going to ask you. Like, just give me a chance to love you. Will you let me do that? Page of Pentacles. They're going to put in the time. They're going to put in some energy. I have a Six of Cups. They're using the word clear to me. It was more like it's crystal clear. It's coming in clearly to them. I'm seeing it for what it is. I'm seeing you. This person wants to put in some time and effort into this. They're willing to do the work. Okay. So that tells me that it's real. The person who wants to show up, who's consistent, they're not a breadcrumber. The person who is there for you, the person who says, I can't wait to see you again. I want to be with you. Yes, I want you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to apologize that I'm like super, super sexually attracted to you. But at the same time, I want you for other reasons. I want you for you. Okay. And it's not just physical. It's not just your looks. Okay. And, that I want. Okay. They want the heart, they want the soul, and they want the real you. I have a Three of Swords. I have an Eight of Swords. Oh, somebody's got to fight. Somebody's got to fight for this beginning. You've got to fight for this beginning. Okay. This is a magical moment. Okay. Let's say it that way. This is somebody coming into your life that is somebody that I have these romantic feelings for. This is my Prince Charming entering into my life. So look at, he's riding in on a butterfly. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? He's just like on the back of a butterfly. So here comes this Prince Charming, and I think we're perfect for each other. And I just can feel it, and I'm gonna chase you until you let me catch you. And I've got to get through this barrier. I've got to get through the wall of hurt. Okay, the wall of regret, the wall of trust. So this is somebody who says, oh boy, they meet you and they feel the guard. They feel the energy go up, and they say, okay, I know you've been hurt, but I didn't hurt you, and I'm not going to treat you the way somebody else treated you. So let me prove to you, even though I don't have to, but let me prove to you, because I think you're worth it, that I am worthy of you. I am deserving of you. So, some people are totally turned off to that whole energy of you have to jump through hoops for me. In order for me to, want to be in a relationship with you. They'll walk away from that. So this person says, okay, I get it. I see the hurt. I see the pain. I'm okay. I can handle it. And I just hope at the end of the day, you see me for my worth. So I think this person is going to go above and beyond to prove to you that they have something more to offer, and they really are going to chase. I have a Castle, pride, good for them. A sense of history. I like this. Prestige. I like this. A timelessness. I like the Sagittarius energy, that fire energy coming in. They could have achievements. They could be in a very good place in their life. They could be established. There's a sense of I'm established. There's a sense of high self-esteem for sure. But I do feel like this established energy is the best. I have a phoenix. I'm going to rise above this. I feel like they are excited. You're a challenge to them. Scorpio energy. You are going to be a challenge to them. And I feel like they are kind of like, okay, you're on. So sometimes people like that. They want that challenge. They want the person who pushes them to work a little harder. They don't want the person who begs. They don't want the person who just says, oh, please, love me and look desperate. They want somebody who can stand on their own and, they have to show that they have something to offer. So there is a sense of you challenge them and that's exciting to them. And I'm going to say that pushes their button, that pushes all the that pushes all the buttons to them. It's like, wow, I haven't ever met anybody that's my equal or that can push all my buttons. So that could be exciting for them. A fork in the road, making a choice, figuring out what it is that I want. So that could be you, that could be them, but I do feel like they're going to give you some options. They're going to put their best foot forward, and say, if you come over here on this fork with me, this is what your life would look like. This is how I'm going to treat you. I'm going to treat you well, Spirit just said. I'm going to be good to you. I'm going to be this Knight of Cups that is filled with romance and love and kindness and generosity. There's a sense of that's my romance card. I have a train. Are you ready to get on this train with me, a Gemini? Are you ready to start this this life's journey, getting on track, keep going forward, no resistance? Oh, I like that. Are you ready to, full steam ahead, right? Are you ready to do this with me? Or are you ready to put on the brakes? So they may see the brakes over here with this 3 of Swords and 8 of Swords, but, that's a pretty strong train. That's a pretty, like I'm going to push through. I'm going to just kind of, keep the momentum going, keep chasing you until you believe it yourself. There's a part of me that says, I want you to believe in this too. I really do. I feel like I need you to believe in this. Spirit, please share with me anything about this connection you want me to know. I have occupation. Maybe we work together. This is coming into me as skilled, not necessarily, that you work on a sewing machine, but maybe you're skilled with your hands, or you work with your hands, or you're very talented in some way. That you run equipment, or I don't know, something like that. But it's maybe they admire what you do. I have expectations. I have high expectations, and you should. You absolutely should. But I wouldn't have such high expectations that they're not realistic. You have high expectations for yourself. Absolutely. You're not going to settle, and you want a certain life or lifestyle for yourself and with a partner, but you don't want to have unrealistic expectations either. So that's important to know. Maybe you want a commitment someday. Maybe in the back of your mind, you're saying, I just want to know if this is somebody who would ever commit. You don't need to have the answer today, but I need to know, are they going to ever commit? Then maybe you'll get that answer. This person's going to chase you. You're a challenge. So maybe they are going to let you know that I have something to offer on this journey. And I have a coffin after an ending. Okay. I'm going to say closure. I'm just going to say closure. I don't feel a death necessarily as much as I feel closure, that I'm in a different place than I was. And whatever was in my past is truly gone and, buried, and I don't really need that anymore. So I feel like I'm in a different place. I mean, maybe I'm still kind of guarding myself and holding back, but it has nothing to do with that I want to go backwards. That I'm not feeling. Let's see what they have for some loving messages. Let's see what, if in the event this moves forward, Spirit, what is this connection? What do they want to say to us? What does my future self want to hear? How about that? I want to hear. I find parts of you in my favorite songs. Okay, so songs are reminding me of you when I think of you. Our love is so complex, but I wouldn't have it any other way. That feels good too. I think you're both complex. I think you both bring a lot to the table, and you're both adults, and you both probably have full-time jobs and kids and houses and stuff. So there's a lot going on, and that's why you're challenging each other, and that's why you're pushing this connection to the brink almost, to make sure that it's going to work, or to make sure that this is the right one. There's not a promise I wouldn't strive to keep. You can trust me. How about that? How about somebody who you can trust? There's no one I trust my heart with but you. You can trust that I'm not out to hurt you. I only want to love you. That's always nice to hear. And I feel the sincerity in your apology. Maybe you're apologizing for something that you're not ready for. I'm not ready to give you my heart. I know you're trying hard. Give me time. I'm trying to let down my walls. I'm trying to let you in. Loving you grows my heart immensely. I'm growing. I'm going to say it grows. I mean, it just feels like we need time together. My intuition tells me to take things slow. So that could be the secret answer for this particular connection. I feel like we're coming into this connection with a lot of experiences on both sides. And I feel like I'm starting to appreciate you. There is an incredible sense of this person knows that they're not going to just capture you that easily. So they're going to have to try a little bit harder with you. They are definitely going to have to go above and beyond to capture you. So they know that. So when you start to see them kind of proving themselves, and not just words, Spirit just said, but actions, then you're going to know that this is the real deal. You're going to know that this person's intentions are true. So I want you to take a look at that. Let's put this out to the universe. Trust your intuition. Maybe taking it slow will help you, build upon this connection more. And I'm going to say, let this person chase you until they catch you. I think that's what's going to happen. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel, my Twin Flame channel. The links are in the description below.